with ethics, we have to use both our thinking and our feelings. That's why today I will ask you to use both your feeling and your thinking to realize whether those things that I will be telling you about are ethical or unethical. You may say that patterns on life are on the edge of what we call ethical and unethical. But I'm telling you that coin never lands on its edge. It's either head or tail. Let's start from the example. Pattern on the sound recording system. Pattern on leather shoes, on the design of leather shoes. Pattern on bike. Pattern on the engine. Can you tell me, please, what is patent? Do you know the definition of this word? Please, help me. Can you tell Valentine? No?
You are author of something.
You would like
It's your turn to tell.
Any economists here? Patent?
I know what it means, but I don't know how to explain.
Yes, you are right. Yes, it's a property right. And it protects inventors' technology or ideas. That means that you can't use somebody else's technologies or ideas, but of course you can use products that were made according to that technologies and ideas. But let's not hesitate and come to another area of usage of patent definition. Patent on animal life. In 1988, a Harvard University doctor received patent for a mouse which was engineered for its increased susceptibility to cancer. This was Harvard oncomouse, and the Harvard oncomouse was the first animal which was defined as invention by Patent and Trademark Office. This became a precedent, and later all genetically modified animals can be patented. That means that people consider these animals their own inventions, and they can become corporate property. The next is patent on human life. In 1976, John Moore had surgery in California University to remove his cancerous spleen. Spleen is an organ. And later the university was granted patent on the group of cells that were taken from the spleen. These were cancerous cells, and they were considered very costly. They were very valuable for scientists, and their cost was estimated about $1 billion. Then John Moore came to that university and said, I want my cells back. He wanted to reinstate his control over his own body parts. But the court of California told him that you can't be an owner of these cells because they were removed from your body. What does it mean? If my body part, if somebody has cut off my body part and patented it, it's not my body part then, and I have no right to use it. Another area of patenting is crops on food. Oh, it's patents on food crops. And American consumers and farmers have fought for a long time against patents on crops. There are 2 points about this. First of all, corporate property on varieties of crops is contrary to any interest of general population. And second, that it will increase inequality between developing countries and industrialized countries. Now I'll explain you. The free exchange of crops and of seeds throughout centuries gave to America and to Europe countries such crops as potatoes, tomatoes from Latin America, wheat, barley, rye from the Middle East, and soybeans from China, for example. And later, all these crops were developed and created by indigenous farmers from all these countries. And they made innovations into these crops, but nobody gave them any compensation. And now corporations take these crops, genetically modify them, and receive patents on these crops, which means that crops are their own inventions. That crops are their own inventions. And that's not right, of course. So let's sum up everything that I have said. It's about time to conclude. So let's define why concept of patent can be used when we talk about engineering, about food industry, about clothing design. But it sounds unethical when we say about patenting on in genetics. Genetics deals with living creatures, and you know that all living creatures have a wonderful feature to propagate. You know what is propagate? It's multiply. And this means that you can receive another Onca mouse without knowing that technological secret. You just have to bring two mice together and let them breed. The same with cells, which are multiplied by nuclear division, and the same with crops. So people decided to patent not the technology, but the result of the research, the animals and living creatures themselves, to protect their property. And now, living creature can be patented. That means that it can become an invention of human being, and human can have right to, this creature has no right to use its life as it wants, because it's no more creation of their nature. Today scientists create mice. Tomorrow they will clone people. And that's why I'm telling you that the coin is spinning on its edge. But only time will show us whether it will be heads or tails. I wish you good luck, and don't let anybody to patent you.